So we have all these different strategies, and it's very important that we have different strategies. A lot of people, they're one-dimensional. What I mean by they fight in a certain way that they say, well, this is the way I feel. So I'm a hyper type of person, so I fight snappy. Or somebody's a big, heavy person, they just think, well, I'm a big, heavy person, I'm just going to fight like Jack the Bear. So everybody has a preference. And some people are relaxed and they think that they're just going to circle and use their opponent's energy against them. So every time that everything has a positive and a negative. What I mean is, like, if we're both hard and I come to punch him or he comes to punch me and we're both locked in so that we're not utilizing, especially, it's not so bad for us, we're pretty much the same size. But if somebody's a lot bigger and they have more mass than you, and they lock in and their body hits you and you're locked in, you're not going to be able to go through them. So if he's punching me hard, I just come in loose and I snapped him and came around the back of him and hit him. Because if he was punching me hard, and I punched hard, then we're both equal again. So you have to be able to utilize that technique. If he's a snappy type of person, we're both snapping. It's an entertaining like flyweight fight in boxing. And really watching two people just snapping away on each other is very effective. But the thing about being snappy and these flicky, snappy techniques, it has no body mass. So your strikes are always surface techniques. They're not going through somebody, as in like the slide techniques that we were doing. So if somebody's snappy, when he's snappy, I'm just going to explode straight through and hit him with everything I got. Because if he's snappy and I'm just trying to block him and he just keeps hitting me because I'm trying to block him and I'm too slow, it's not going to work. So everything, you have to realize that if he is snappy, I'm going to probably go hard. If he's harder than me, when he comes to punch, I may redirect around him and come up in this position to take him out to do my technique. So you have to have an option for everything, because you never know who you're going to fight. And quite often you can feel it just by somebody's presence, if they're going to be a high energy, snappy type of fighter, or somebody just slowly stalking you, or somebody who's sort of indecisive, trying to move back and forth and in and out and stuff like this. So every time you can determine how somebody moves to have a good idea of how they're going to continue fighting. And most people are limited to one or the other. What I'm saying is, if you learn enough of these theories and strategies, that you can understand that if somebody is faster than you, you're not going to try to fight them with the same speed. You're going to try to trade off with him, trade his little snap punch with your complete locked up body exploding punch through somebody. You have to be able to counter whatever anybody is doing. If they're faster than you, or if they're looser than you. If somebody is loose and he was really good at, let's say, redirecting me. So I go to punch him and he moves around and redirects me to do a technique because he's taking my energy. So if somebody is fighting me that way, I'm not going to give them this type of body energy for him to redirect. I'm just going to sort of snap and come back and try to draw him into me so that I can snap around him a few more times. So you have to be multifaceted in doing your techniques so that you can have a defense for your opponent's strength or weaknesses.